Heidi Fang and Adam Hill here for CoveringTheCage.com. Tonight we witnessed some more title fight action between Johanna Yong-Jae and Claudia Gadelha. Again, Johanna retains her title. She was down 2 rounds, came back in the final 3 rounds to win the fight. A lot of people kind of saying that the 3rd round could have been a swing round. I didn't quite see it that way, although Johanna did get dropped in that round, but I'm curious to know how you scored that.
Yeah, I think the fight was 48-47. I thought it was a pretty easy fight to score, actually. Claudia won the first 2 rounds. She took over, used the wrestling and the takedowns and some good boxing in the clinch against the cage and got some elbows in there. She won the first 2 rounds, then she completely wore out. Her pace was way too high, and we saw her wear out. And Johanna took over a little bit into the 3rd round and then dominated in the 4th and the 5th. I didn't think there was any 10-8s. I thought the judges were a little off on their scoring, but hey, the right person won. That's really all that matters, and Johanna solidifies herself at the top of the division, and now we go into UFC 200 and another female fight headlining. This is really cool. 2 nights in a row, the biggest event of all time tomorrow, and the ladies are at the top. What do you think is going to happen in that one?
Well, I'm looking at Miesha Tate and Amanda Nunes as one of what some people are kind of looking at as a gimme fight for Tate and kind of counting Nunes out. I don't think that you should count Nunes out. She has amazing power. I remember some of her very quick knockouts that she had in her Strikeforce days, and that she has a ton of power. So that's definitely got to be respected, or it's going to be a quick night for Miesha Tate.
You know, I think that Miesha Tate's always the less talented fighter in every fight that she goes into. Hasn't stopped her from winning a whole lot. I think Amanda Nunes is more talented going into this fight. Miesha Tate has heart. She has passion. She's impossible to finish. She will find a way to win just about every fight. I think it's a little silly that she's such a big favorite, but I do think she finds a way to come out with the victory. But so much going on in the card. We got Brock Lesnar's return. Everybody's waiting to see how he looks after years away from the cage. Nobody thinks he can take a punch. Mark Hunt's going to punch him at some point. Can he hold up to that? That's fascinating. Daniel Cormier now fighting Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva is back on 2 days' notice. Are you kidding? That's crazy. I actually think it's almost more of an intriguing fight. I thought John Jones was going to find a way to grind out a win again over Daniel Cormier. Now I think Cormier wins. But what does Silva look like? He's not training. Nobody really knows. That's fascinating. What's one of the maybe off-the-radar fights that you're looking at?
Jim Miller and Takanori Gomi. You have so many veterans in this sport on this fight card. Even Diego Sanchez, Joe Lozon, Hendricks and Gastelum. There's some drama there today with the weight cut with Johnny Hendricks at 171.25. He had to forfeit 20% of his purse to Gastelum. I'm curious to see how Johnny fares in this fight, being that he did have such a rough weight cut. So we'll see if he can recover and, in fact, put on a war here with Gastelum. But lots of intriguing matchups, and I'm wondering if, in fact, we do see a contender emerge out of the women's bantamweight fight between Kat Zingano and Juliana Pena as well.
Yeah, that was mine. Juliana Pena, Kat Zingano, 2 of the most aggressive fighters you're going to find. They're just going to come out and attack each other, and what happens when that goes down. I think that'll be fascinating to watch. Both are just in your face, 100% action the whole time, so that should be intriguing. Sea-Level Kane makes his return. Everybody says, was it the altitude that got him in the title fight? We shall find out. It's not sea level exactly, but there's really not an altitude issue here, so what comes out of that? And we haven't even mentioned Jose Aldo Frankie Edgar interim featherweight title. That is an insane fight, and really nobody's even talking about it. So, a lot of good stuff here tonight. Read all about it up on CoveringTheCage.com. We got a lot of storylines from tonight that you can check out. But tomorrow's the big one, UFC 200. Great fights up and down the card, and we'll have it all here for you.